of a nation jail only makes them worse. Children must grow in the light of true love.
So without further ado, I invite Mr. Harvey Boris to speak to us.
Pleasant good day, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start with the golden words, and those words are, I love my country. I'm a rootsman, but I'm a man that loves this country of ours. And indeed, I say to you today, I am here for the purpose of equality and prosperity. That must be something given to all. All protocol observed. To members of the Head Table, pleasant good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, the most important thing in life is equality. Equality. The most important thing that we can aim for, apart from good health and serving our Lord and Master, is equality. And in any nation, one must not, it doesn't matter who is in government. Equality must be the watchword of every nation. And by that I mean that it should not matter your religious belief. It should not matter your political belief. It should not matter the race that you are. What should matter is that you are a citizen of this country and equality should be given unto you. Therefore, you must have the opportunity to be able to access, to be able to achieve, to be able to get and meet your goals, because life is about achieving. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing greater than after you pass through this life of ours to be able to leave a legacy. So my words here today is on legacy. Some of us too often feel that we work hard and we attempt to achieve our goals and we attempt to achieve it for today and only for today. But legacy must be what we aim and strive for. And by that, I do mean that whatever you are able to achieve in this God-given life, that you must be able to achieve and to accumulate something of substance, that your children and your grandchildren coming after you can live a better life. A lot of us believe that we are here for ourselves and that those that come behind us, we must welcome Mr. Abdullah. And those that come behind us must see for themselves. I am here on the invitation of the association, the Small Builders and Contractors Association. When I heard the plight, when I heard what they are going through, when I heard their experience, I felt I must be a part of this, at least to lend my voice. It's important at times that we as a people, as citizens of one country, put aside our political difference, put aside our religious differences, and put aside even our race-based differences, in preference that this is our country and all of us have a right to be here. Every single one of us. So therefore, once you are part of this nation of ours, it must be your commitment that I will not turn a blind eye. Doesn't matter that my party is in power, I will not turn a blind eye. It doesn't matter if my party is in opposition, I will not turn a blind eye. It doesn't matter if I'm Catholic, Anglican, Islamic, or Islam, or Hindu, I will not turn a blind eye. That is what is important. For indeed, if we leave here today with the commitment that I will stand up and put my country first, you will find that everything else is insignificant in respect to the development of our country. So with this, I say to you, this is an association that's going through, in my view, some problems and some turmoil. I am also the chairman of the Committee Against Racial Complexion Area and Social Discrimination. I have fought against discrimination under all political parties because something I'm committed to. That's why you would hear me always talk about race. You will hear me talk about even complexion discrimination in our country. You will hear me speak about area discrimination. You wouldn't hire a person because they're from Pinal or because they're from Laventille or Point Fortin. Those type of discrimination must be a thing of the past. And if we can all put our heads together, our minds together, and put our country first, we are so blessed, ladies and gentlemen. We are so blessed. I've put aside my notes because I want to speak from the heart. We are so blessed. God has blessed this little piece of earth with all the natural resources that it takes to run an empire. And what we do, we fight among each other. We pull down and tear down each other because you are dark skinned, because you are light skinned, because you are African, because you're Indian, because you're Catholic, because you're Hindu, because you're Muslim. For all and reasons that should not be the reasons that will divide us, but the reasons that should bring us together. Because if we learn to appreciate each other's culture, if we learn to appreciate each other, then we can be a force to be reckoned with and to understand that our country must come first. So today, I say to you, put your country first. Put your country first. I want to repeat that. Put your country first. Support this association. Support them as they attempt to get jobs where they ought to get jobs. Support them where they are speaking out on injustice, because equality is the name of the game. I am the chairman of the Center for Justice. We are located at 78 Abercrombie Street, Port of Spain. Our telephone number, forgive me, is 624-7347. We are on the top floor, the whole top floor of that building is the Center for Justice. We provide free legal assistance, free social work assistance. Everything we provide is free of charge. Because we are telling the average person in this country, there is another door, there's another place, there's someone willing to listen to you, to help you achieve your goal. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a commitment. It's a commitment to which I've had all my life. From the age of 12, I started my youth activity. I started with the cleanup of the Crazy at the age of 15. For 3 years straight, we cleaned the Crazy, and I started that commitment in terms of this is my country. I may be a supporter of a particular political party, but that does not blind me to the bigger goal that this is my country. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I say to you, all of you sitting here, you may support whoever, whatever, you may be of what religion. Let it not blind you to the love for our country. And if you truly love this country, your first major goal will be to put this country first. I say to you, I ask of you to be of good faith and to be of good strength. Support this organization, and in doing so, support our country. I ask you to find and to dig deep. When others come among you and say to you, deal with this one so and so because of those reasons I've expressed, say to them, no, no, I will not do that. For I love my country, and he or she is a citizen of this country. Ladies and gentlemen, I love my country.
The gentleman who came to me and Mr. Rudal here one night and says, there's a lot of discrimination. And I said, come, let's sit down. Tell me what this is about. And it has led to this. He's a very charming guy, a man of God. I want to introduce you, to speak to you for 2 short minutes, Mr. Andrew Hamill-Smith.
Good afternoon, invited guests, head table, Mr. Abdullah, members of the organization, Small Builders Association, and we welcome all of you this evening. It is a special evening today, in that what has happened here today is something I've dreamt of 30 years ago. And today, that dream has come true. It is like, you know, a woman that is pregnant and the day of delivery, that child is born. This organization is something I had in my spirit for years. And the reason for, construction is something I live with all my life. When I left school, it is what I went into. I went to John Donaldson, the junior builders, and down the years, what disturbed my spirit in this little country of ours is that from small we learn the anthem, let every creed and race find an equal place. And certainly it was a good anthem. But I grew up, and year after year, what I begin to see, it is certainly not being followed. And I try on my own, I try with one or two guys, and realize that you are nobody when you try to do it alone. And I felt in my spirit that we can get together, all the small builders, perhaps who are experiencing the same thing that I am experiencing, we then can make an impact and reach somewhere in this country. And thank God for this gentleman. I spoke to this gentleman first a few months ago. I know Mr. Rudal well. I have great respect for him. I didn't know Mr. Bikram. But I saw Mr. Rudal here at the end. I stopped and I was talking to him. And then he introduced me to Mr. Bikram. And in talking with him, I shared with him my vision. And that is what we have today. After just a few weeks, this is the result. And I really want to give thanks today to Mr. Bikram. I told him I believe in my spirit, and I would always say that he is a Moses of our time. I think other people may have the same view of him. It's amazing how he can get things done, motivate people, and give people that little ray of hope that they look forward to. I really want to thank Section 34 for the contribution they have made. And we look forward in this country to see all our small builders, not just being able to ride a bicycle or drive a little old car, not being able to have a good house, but we look forward because we are the people who have been building all those large buildings. Businessmen get the contract, but we are the ones that are hired to do it. And I'm looking forward when this organization will be able to move across the landscape of Trinidad and Tobago and make an impact in the construction industry, one that will benefit us financially and otherwise. God bless you.
Suddenly making the wrongs. When he started to go in the public, I was thinking about putting him in a jacket and a tie. But he just said, nah boss, I is who I is, you know. But here's the thing. He comes across very real, very genuine. And from Hema Ramkisoon to Fazil Mohammed to Harvey Boris to Natalie and they all would tell me, I like that guy. You know why? He's not pretensive. The keynote speech for today, we've had our guest speaker. The keynote speech for today, ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the Public Relations Officer of the Small Builders and Contractors Association, Mr. Simon Daniel.